Hello and welcome to my channel Crafting with me, Indiana Jones, and welcome to the last thing thrifted, the last one before Christmas. I am joined by my wonderful sweet friends Jody at Southern Seasons, Monica of Up All Night DIY, Dawn of Shabby Meets Bling, Shelly of Repurposed My Way, and Marika of Marika Creates. And let me tell you, if you check out this whole entire playlist, you will be inspired to go out to your thrift store this weekend and pick out something fun to make for Christmas or for a gift. Now let's get started. First, I want to start off by thanking each and every one of you that wished me well as I was a little under the weather last week. Let's take a look at what I thrifted. I bought this beautiful lantern just after Christmas, I think last year, and I had it in my stash. I think I got that for $5. And that cute little fireplace, believe it or not, I got that for $1 at a garage sale. Anyway, these are all going to become a cute little vignette or a miniature if you'd like. One last minute idea either as a gift or as a decoration. But you know what I was thinking? This would be a wonderful gift for someone who perhaps doesn't have a lot of space to have a lot of Christmas decorations. This would be cute for them to hang on the wall. It has holes to hang on the wall. As you see there, the first thing I did was wallpaper my little miniature. And that beautiful plaid that is so in this year because it's very Ralph Lauren. I have these wonderful frames, or I guess you can call them frames, that I had that are from molds from IOD. And I had already created them using that 10-minute resin. And now I painted them with this antique gold, and I have these wonderful acrylic pens. I don't know the name brand. They don't have any names on them. I was just given these acrylic pens, and I thought this was the fastest, easiest way to paint something on a small scale. So I added that beautiful red ribbon. Now I'm using the IOD transfers from Christmas from last year, I believe, which I got from L&J Goods, Lynn and Megan from L&J Goods. They're wonderful, and I really enjoy buying my products from them, and they just have a little bit of everything. So if you need it, they've got it. Everything from IOD to Tim Holtz, you name it, and they even have some of their own creations. So check out L&J Goods. Now, I did the transfer, not perfectly, as you can see here. There's some of it that overlapped and came off, but that's fine. It's easily fixed with a little razor. I really love these molds because they do become the best way to create miniature paintings for anything that you're creating, as well as ornaments. This really is a great mold. If you don't have it, it's a good one to invest in because you will use it a lot. Once again, I painted the frames black first because I am going to paint it in gold and I wanted that antique look. And the same way I did the red ribbon, now I did a green ribbon. And here I'm just, in this case, I'm not using a transfer, I'm just using some small designs that I already had in my stash. So I'm just cutting it to fit in that frame. And all I did was use a little bit of Mod Podge. I watered it down a little bit to make it easier. And there you have it. Now I'm just touching it up with a little bit more gold there on the edges. And it worked out perfect. Now I'm going to put my little frames up on my wall. I love that plaid color. I think it is absolutely perfect for this Ralph Lauren mania that's going on. Again, I think it's just traditional Christmas that's been around for a while, but the smartest marketing I've ever seen, because how many plaid rolls of ribbon have you seen out there? After the buffalo plaid, not the buffalo plaid, the traditional plaid. I always saw it. I always received it in those leftover boxes from Michael's, and there you have it. Great. Now they call it Ralph Lauren, and it's selling like gangbusters. Now for my little fireplace, I decided to create a little fire, and all I did was use some of those fairy lights. I covered them in orange tissue as you saw there, and voila, now it looks more like fire. And then I just got a little bundle of twigs that I put together, and that's it. That's going to be my little fireplace. I'm going to glue that right on top, and I think it looks perfect. I don't know about you, but I really like the way this one turned out. Excuse my scraggly hair there in the camera. Sorry about that. Now I'm putting the little, I guess the little grate, the little fireplace grate, and there you have it. I think it came out so pretty. I didn't even paint this fireplace because I just thought it was so pretty in that natural wood, and it matched what I was putting together. Now, have you ever had these bushy bottle brush trees and you just think it is too wide? So instead of fluffing them up, I'm using the hot gun there, the heat gun, to heat it up so that I can create a pencil tree. I know, right? You never ever see anybody make a little pencil tree, but because of the, space, I thought the fireplace was a little smaller, which it wasn't, but that's fine. So just using some heat, there you go. Look at the difference. Almost half of the size, I made it into one of those pencil trees, which was very in vogue in the 90s. I'm calling this my retro 90s look, because it's a thing now with the Ralph Lauren. Who thought? Who would have thunk it? And now I got a lot of comments on my decoration at the Deering Estate, which I will share with you next week. Not to worry. I'm just going to share some views of the Deering Estate as I walk through with some nice Christmas music. And there you go. Now here I'm adding some beautiful colorful fairy lights because on my tree we always use colored lights. I only use the white lights, well, not always, but 2 times that I've decorated the Deering Estate I do use the white lights because it does look a little classier, a little more designer, but I like the happy colorful lights, and I really like these little lights. It's just violet, green, yellow, and blue. I wish it had red. I don't know why they didn't put red, but it's okay because now I'm going to add my own decorations, which are just these little silver beads that I had that were like filigree silver beads that I had left over in my jewelry stash. So I'm creating them, or I'm putting them on as though they were full-size ornaments on this tree. What was very in vogue that started, it started in Victorian era, but it really came back like gangbusters, as I said again, during the 90s, and now again with this Ralph Lauren nostalgic Christmas look. And I thought these little red bows that I had once again in my stash were absolutely perfect. I have a lot of stuff in my stash, that's all I'm going to say. Thankfully, I'm very blessed to have many, many items that I could just sit and create with. So once again, I want to thank you all for your well wishes. I do feel much better now, and I'm so happy that I'll be ready for Christmas time. You can see my little stash of broken jewelry, and look at this little Santa Claus. Actually, those were earrings that were broken. And again, I have this in my stash, but I decided that would be a perfect little decoration for the top of that mantle. Now I'm creating the decorations for the mantle, and again, I'm using the leftover lights from the tree. I'm able to have some extra lights to wrap around the garland that's going to go around that mantelpiece. So beautiful. I really, really love this. Maybe one day I'll have a dollhouse. I always wanted to have one, but honestly, I just don't have the time. Not just to put it together, but to upkeep it. I don't have the time. I don't have the space. But these little vignettes that you can create here and there in a lantern, just as this one, you can make them even into a bookshelf or what have you, or a book nook. That's a fun way to, work with your miniatures that you like so much, but not take up the full space of having a full dollhouse in your own house. So now I'm just gluing on my little garland to go around the mantelpiece of this little fireplace. Next, I'm going to add the decorations. So there you can see I have a little Santa in his little easy chair, a tiny bottle brush tree in silver. I thought that looked really nice in contrast with the gold frame. And now I had these miniature little teacups and a teapot and some goodies, and I thought it would be nice to add that to the mantelpiece as well. The one thing I didn't add, which I wish I had had more time and space, is just to make some little stockings. I didn't make any stockings from the mantle because I felt like it was busy enough with everything that's on top of the fireplace and the garland that's going around it. Now, no Christmas living room would be complete without a kitty cat sleeping on a rug in front of the fireplace. And in this case, it's just a tiny little white cat. And the rug is actually just a piece of woven ribbon that I had hanging around my craft room. Now I was trying to figure out how to use this necklace, which is also just little Christmas lights, and then I said, sometimes less is more, and decided to end it there. And there you have my cute little lantern, which is now a miniature, living area ready for Santa's visit. Now here was a fun thrift store find. This cute little boot was found at American Thrift. I believe it was $1.99, and it was actually made by a lady named Florida in 1992. I loved everything about the boot. There it is, 1992, Florida. Loved everything about the boot except for that decor, the leaf and the holly. I just didn't like it, the holly leaves. So I decided to change that up. So Florita or Florita's family, if you're watching, please don't be offended. I loved this boot. I thought it was absolutely lovely, but I did want to just update that holly a little nicer, just make it a little nicer. Everything else was absolutely perfect. So here I'm just starting with some acrylic pens that I had, but now I'm actually adding some folk art deep evergreen paint. I think that's the name of the color. If I got it wrong, I'm very sorry. But I thought that this made it a much better look than those black lines, and I just added some shading just to make it a little prettier. And I did keep the little holly berries. I should have made them red, but I think they look just fine in gold. Now I'm adding a styrofoam ball and half of a styrofoam ball, one that's bigger and the other one is a little smaller, that I halved to be able to fit it in nicely. Now I had this cute little elf ornament, and I thought he matched perfect with the boot. And the green ornament matched perfectly with that holly leaf, now that I have fixed it up a little bit. Now, the elf kept wanting to fall off the shelf, or actually fall off of my little vignette or assemblage. So I added a bottle brush tree in the background just to add some stability. And I added another bottle brush tree, but this one is in like a beigey white. I still think it works. I love it. I love these bottle brush trees. And this is because of Yvonne from Ginger Chick Rehab. She got me into, like, every time I see a bottle brush tree on clearance or whatever, I buy it right away. So I can make these little vignettes and assemblages. So focusing mainly on silver and gold and green and red, I decided to just focus on these colors. I added some jingle bells. Look at this. This is just one of those cheese plate cutters or whatever. And I'm just adding that because it matches with the color scheme. It's funny because sometimes I buy like a bag of stuff from garage sales and from thrift stores, and that just happened to be in there, and I love collecting those little things. I also put the little joy sign at the top, a little tag at the top, and that was also in one of those, random bags of stuff that you find at the thrift store or at garage sales. Now I'm just going to continue adding some ornaments just to cover up the styrofoam, and I love the way that it turned out. It's really cute. It's fun. You can put it on a shelf. This is also a wonderful last minute gift if you have any gifts that you want to give to your friends, and something very special. Like, they probably tell you, oh, you always make stuff and you never make me anything. Well, there you go. Here you have it. Your own little cute elf in Santa's boot. I'm so lucky I have friends that like to get rid of stuff from their house and it ends up in my house. Case in point, look at this beautiful sleigh. This is from my friend Giselle. She was going to get rid of it, give it to Goodwill, but she gave it to me instead, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. So this is going to become a centerpiece for my dining room table, something that's small enough that I can just lift it off the table and not disrupt anything else on the table. And I had these wonderful sugared fruits. I've always loved sugar fruits. And these are the only sugar fruits I have, believe it or not, in my Christmas decor. And these came from Jody at Southern Seasons, believe it or not. A few months ago, she sent me a little grab box of all these wonderful little items, including these sugared fruits. And I thought these would look so elegant on my dining room table. Again, I love the return of all these rich colors, the burgundies and the dark greens and the golds. So I just thought this would look so pretty on my table. And once again, what I love about it is that it's easy enough, it's small enough that I could just pick it up and move it over to the kitchen or to wherever I want. I'm also going to add these little cardinals because I had them in my stash and I said, hey, I haven't used them. I think I only used one, and I have a pack of 6 that are brand new without being used. So here they are. They're just resting atop of these beautiful sugared fruits in this sled. Now, last week while I was sick, I got this wonderful product from Let's Resin. That's right, Let's Resin created these beautiful glitter gel pens. And they are the same company that I use for my UV resin and my fast dry resin and my clear resin. So I was so happy to be able to use these pens just in time for Christmas. I've gotten these old-fashioned, I want to say, because these are probably from the 90s, old-fashioned tags that just needed a little oomph, and I decided just going over them with the gel glitter pens would be a perfect way to add a little sparkle to these otherwise plain old-fashioned tags. So as I prepare my gifts for Christmas, I thought this was a perfect way. Now these are available on Amazon, and some may be available for delivery very soon. But I thought, what a wonderful way to give a gift to your crafter or anybody who loves to decorate or loves to journal. These pens are perfect. They flow so smoothly, and they're nice and rich, beautiful colors with just that sparkle that's perfect for Christmas time and New Year's. So I am so happy that I got these beautiful glitter pens in all of these wonderful colors, 18 colors in all. This little test card is included in the pack with the 18 colors, just so you can see, look at how much they sparkle and shine. I mean, truly, these are so beautiful. And you can see how smooth and easy they glide. Sometimes glitter pens, they get stuck, or you've got to press really hard for the glitter to actually come out. But because these are gel pens, they are so easy to work with, and they're so fun to add a little sparkle and a little glitz and glamour to anything you do this holiday season and beyond. Believe me, I'm going to be using this all year long with all these amazing colors. So please check out in my description below all the information about these beautiful color glitter gel pens from Let's Resin. Thanks again to all my friends who co-hosted this Last Thing Thrifted Christmas collaboration. Jody at Southern Seasons, Monica of Up All Night DIY, Dawn of Shabby Meets Bling, Shelly of Repurposed My Way, and Marika of Marika Creates. Check out their channels and all the channels that have joined us in this collaboration. Thanks again for stopping by. If you enjoyed this, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. That would be the greatest blessing, as well as all the blessings you've given me throughout the years. As always, stay safe, be kind. God bless each and every one of you, and remember to live the adventure. But most importantly, I pray that God provide you a beautiful, blessed Christmas season and a wonderful and bountiful New Year. See you soon.